What's up guys, my name's 50 Levels Up and welcome back to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Last episode we went down this high temple, Jedi temple thing. We've been exploring this place. We're gonna go back there.
Ready to go.
Again. Because there's like this one part that I wanted to complete with it and I was dying a whole bunch and being a noob. So, but it's okay. And also, with the place where the Wampa is, or whatever that thing is, I figured out how to... I knew that there was just a way to get a... I knew that there was a way... There was something up there, and I found out how to get over there, so... We'll do that after we do this. Alright, so let's get back down here. There should be like a little... Oh, and we got ourselves a gold lightsaber. I don't know. Whenever I play this game, I try to play for long periods of time. You know, get my fix in, because I can't just do like 1 hour. Definitely been... Oh, goodness. Okay, so we're going to do all this stuff, like, again, basically. Or... Oh, did I have to do that like the first time? It was like just a single chest that we missed. I wonder if I'll be able to even get it now. Let's see, because all the things are over there, and... I would feel like you should be able to do this again, I guess, in a sense. Otherwise, I wouldn't have left so early. Well, if that's the case, then I guess we'll keep. Or hold on. Cause I was like, I feel like that's I feel like that's kind of silly to forcefully make me do that. Wait a second. I think I can do that. Oh, no. Okay, I have to jump and then I think I can get this though. I'm gonna try this a few times. That might not be very feasible for me. Alright, so let's actually keep this here. I don't know why I haven't been like force pushing that the entire time. I've been just trying to pull it. I think I could jump from here to there. Oh. That's funny. Okay, hold on. That's so weird. Okay. This is very strange, but okay, I got it. There we go. Oh my goodness, there's just a single area. Okay, that's how you get up here, but this is a single area that I wanted to get to that was like locked off for me. I got up here, fantastic, but I guess I need to get... It's interesting how that worked out, actually. So can I get over there? Cause I could be stuck here, Loki. Oh, and then you wall run, and then yo, you have to those wall run things. Uh-oh, this might be a problem. But those wall run things are just everywhere. And sometimes I feel like, they're kind of hard to see because they're just little scratches on the wall. I'm going to try this one more. Oh. Okay, so this might be a slight problem. Okay, there we go. We made it. No, that's amazing though. I kind of like that because then I don't know, it just makes certain things a little bit more interesting, I suppose. So then I'm sitting here just thinking, I wonder how I could get some of these things. Alright, so this is an elevator. What I want is this way. I just have no idea how to get in here. I'm gonna figure this out.
Can you patch me up?
Thanks, buddy.
That hit the spot.
Because some things I feel like it would be maybe just a little silly for you to in a sense to just kind of make me have to I feel like it's just a wee bit silly for you to make me have to come back here with certain force abilities, just for certain things, not all things, just certain things. Okay, it came back here. That's not really what I expected it to do, but that's fine. Do I have to just restart the whole thing basically? Okay, that just doesn't matter. Alright, fantastic. So, because I want to open that somehow or get through it. I think we can figure it out. Just gonna try for a little while. Is that just not possible for me? I just can't jump down there anymore. Glad I could still grab that. Alright, what about the other one? Because there should be two. There's one right there. Wall run over there. Is that a hole? Hold on, I'm just looking at this. Is that a hole that I can get through? How far can I? There we go. There's a whole thing right there. You guys are gonna watch me solve this whole puzzle, or watch me attempt to solve it, of course. There's one down there. Trying to figure this out. Maybe in here there's some form of... Maybe I can put it through one of these holes. Maybe... I got an idea. Thanks for the music game. Oops. I have to be so far to get that though. Because if I can get the second one up here, if I can get the second one up here, yeah. Then I can the real question is that how am I gonna get back up there? Oh my gosh. So it has to be in one of these stasis chamber thingies. I like how there's more than one way to get over here, I guess. Oh my gosh. Almost killed myself. I'm surprised, or I'm just astounded that I just never figured it out before. Crazy. I guess that's just not reachable for me. Can't get that either. I'm gonna spend some time, you know, trying to figure this out, because I don't think it's that disgusting of a puzzle. Oh, guys, I figured it out. Oh, that's crazy. So you can actually just hit it from over here. That's hilarious. Okay, that took me like a very long period of time, I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, time to get this chest open. Watch it be nothing good. It's an emitter. That's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, I guess now we can get out of here. I'm not exactly sure how they like designed this to be, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're just I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they expected a lot of different people to just do this different ways. I think that's cool if you can incorporate that in your game design, because I'm personally one that kind of, I like it when developers let me kind of play a game however I want to play it for the most part, and they kind of give me a level of freedom. So somebody else that might have been the only way to figure it out, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know that this made me think about Hogwarts Legacy. Have not beaten that game, but like the enemies scale to your level. And like I barely have done the main quest. I'm like level like 20 or something, and like I despise the fact that the enemies scale to my level, because I don't like that. It's just I'd be sitting there just like, bro, why are they the same level as me, bro? I don't really know what that is. I can't give a proper reasoning for why I think that that's okay, because I was like, you should just make in-game areas basically where I fight enemies that are a certain level that respawn and stuff like that, rather than having every enemy that I now encounter for the rest of my playthrough to be the same level as me, even though I always have an advantage. And sometimes they were a higher level than me, and I was like, doesn't make any sense. Alright, but let's rest. Let's go defeat our Wampa thing. It's called it's like something with a Y or something, I can't remember. I don't know why, but this game to me has elements of, I feel like it has a lot of elements of The Force Unleashed in it, especially with how some of the enemies kind of behave in a sense, because blaster fire seems so short. I mean, it's so what's the word? Blaster fire seems so slow. There we go. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. I always do that. Does anybody else when like they play games, like if they take a break from the game, if they take a break from the game, they're low-key better at it? Cause I know when I used to play like Mortal Kombat, whenever I took a break from playing Mortal Kombat and I came back, bro, I was so much better. Like it was so weird. Like I could flawless block. Yeah, you can run up all these walls, but I can flawless block better. I could like just hit all my combos. Just I could anti-air everything. I just felt like I was a different breed.
Maybe Z could tell us more about this.
Z. Oh, okay, so she's the vendor for that. Okay. What is this? It's a chest? Wait, is this how I get more stems?
Stem canister. That'll prove.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. The thing is that in the first game, I never found a single one of these. I literally played the entire game with the same amount of stems. Because I'm pretty sure that they actually increase your stems as time went on. I don't know, bro. But I remember talking to my friend. He was like, you know you can get more stems, right? And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? He's like, you telling me you played the entire game with like just the basic amount of stems? I was like, bro, yes. But see, now we got some extra stems. Rift Passage. I'm glad that we took this detour. Well, I don't know why I just rested.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh, that scared me for a second. What is this? Huh. I don't know where I'm at, but this is definitely not the direction that they actually wanted me to go.
It's okay, BD. We'll find another way.
How do I open these things? I probably need like some special ability that BD can get.
I guess the lift doesn't work from here.
Ah. Oh. Okay. Okay. We're not supposed to be here yet. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's probably because this is how we're gonna come back. Then we come up here and yeah. Little Wampa friend. I keep calling it a Wampa because that's what I'm familiar with. And then, oh, that's how I get the extra stem. But I know for a fact there's a reason why you could probably get up here ahead of time. Alright, so let's go down here and go air assassinate somebody. I surely can. Oh my goodness, I totally did on accident. Hoppa. The thing is about stormtroopers is that they're probably human. Well, they are human beings that probably think that what they're doing is right. And it's funny because as you watch like some of the new Star Wars shows, they kind of paint the Empire in a better light. Yeah, they begin to paint the Empire in a better light.
Okay, I'll look.
What is this? I was like, I can see something moving. Yeah. Alright, splice that for me, BD. This game is fun.
You're the best.
I want to get as many customizable options as I can. I kind of like the base lightsaber. Oh, you better. I mean, you better allow me to go kill those other things. Oh, oh my gosh. No, that did not do any damage whatsoever. I did not mean to. Bink, bink, bink. I mean, good thing it's not too difficult to kill. I guess if I cut these, what would that do? Does it just, did they just fall down? Literally? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I was like, where's the next part? Okay, here we go. Wall run. When I first played this game,
Don't know what that stuff is, but definitely doesn't look safe.
the first few hours,
It's hard to breathe.
like my Xbox felt like it was going to explode or something. And now it seems pretty okay. I mean, I dusted it off a little bit, but the fan was perfectly fine and all those things, so I wonder what happened. Okay, we have a new obstacle. There we go.
I'm guessing Z might know about this.
Yeah, we got all these collectible items which are used for certain cosmetics. I'm so upset by that because I was literally just trying to climb on the... Let's try that again. I'm not really upset. I'm not even really mildly annoyed or anything. I'm just like, man, what happened, man? Having 3 stems is fantastic, though. Buddy, you want to do what now? Oops. I like how they also make a dedicated drop button.
You think this substance has anything to do with the array?
Kobo dust. Highly volatile matter unique in the galaxy. This might be a double wall run, question mark? Yeah, it was.
This is the work of Centauri.
When you can double jump, man, it's just
If the rest of Z's story is true, the key to Tanalorr should be around here somewhere.
easy. I like how, like, in Star Wars, ruins last forever.
Focus.
Alright, awesome. Because, I mean, like, these are Jedi ruins from the High Republic era, dog.
Let's go. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I was like, what new lightsaber parts do I have?
Ready to roll with this.
There's probably going to be some item or something that we have that can interact with that. I like how BD also gets off your back for certain things. Yeah, you should know what I'm thinking, but I'm just going to leave it alone. It's probably a terrible idea.
No cutting through this stuff.
I like how there's a ton of lightsaber resistant
This place must have been abandoned.
Items in the Star Wars universe.
I guess he didn't forget. All these years later, she never gave up on her mission. We can't let her down.
Cal's such a nice guy. Literally. He's like, okay, I'll help out. I don't know what that noise is, but I feel like that's some animal I have to save now. Yeah, it's a giant... What is that? Do I have to kill it?
I think that creature is trapped. I can't cut it free. Let's pass under it for now.
Okay, we'll help out later. BD is such a cute droid. Okay. Some stormtroopers over there, stormtrooper over there. I guess the dust or whatever can't get past certain barriers or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It won't open.
Man, they out here got locked doors from the other side and all types of stuff. How did this thing get stuck in here?
Okay, that hurt. Let's find another path. We might be able to help it later.
I like how it just flat out just knocked me off. It was just like, bro, if you can't help me, I ain't finna let you pass. I don't know that bird's hating on us like that, but are these the birds?
Something around here has a big appetite.
So I was gonna say, these are the birds. I guess little children, but hatchlings, chicks, whatever. Are you sure this has a big appetite if it just keeps killing things without actually eating them?
Let's go.
That was just one of these things. Oh, I forgot about that. Ah. Oh my gosh. I don't functionally understand how I'm supposed to get out of that. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have one last move. Yeah, I read that one. Bink, bink. It's getting easier to kill. It's just all about, I guess, reading it.
I'm feeling weak, BD.
Thanks, BD.
I've never seen tech like this before. And I scrapped some serious machines on Braca.
All right. So far, so good. I like Cal too. He's a good Jedi. I kind of like how we're getting more lightsaber hilts and switches and all types of stuff.
We've seen this tech before, just not on this scale. Huh. Just like Z's chamber.
Alright, sounds good. I guess since we have that unlocked, we can... Let's see, let's get some skills. I just want all the skills, so at this point, I just might just kind of generally buy everything. I got... Howling push, parry push, twin pull. Gotta get this thing for confusion. I got channeled energy because I thought that was pretty cool because it allows me to I think that'll be pretty useful, but it allows me to, you know, get some more force back whenever I'm blocking and whatnot, because force is needed for a whole bunch of stuff. I'm assuming that if I hit this, I'll die or something. Oh, or maybe not. Ah. It does something. I hate the fact that that thing hit me. Can't figure out what it does, but it does something. Oof. Okay, then I guess there we go. The way that he like propels himself sometimes is amazing to me.
I wonder if Z would know more about this.
So all the data disk can go to Z. I kind of like that, because then also allows you to choose which rewards you want, basically.
No way we're crossing that still breathing.
I was supposed to say this man has a big Gatling gun. He's already preparing for me. Why is the Empire hostile to so much life? Hostile to wildlife, people, all types of things.
You there, identify yourself. I am not losing it.
Oh, okay. I think I might actually need a double-bladed to deal with him.
Everything here wants to eat you or suffocate you. We got a threat with a laser sword here.
That was funny. How do I get up there? The moment I saw it, I set out to go get it. Okay. There's like some very, very interesting. Yeah, I'm supposed to come back here for that, for sure. There's a new ability. There has to be like a dash ability. I think I've seen it on accident as well, but I feel like there's a dash ability or something where you can dash midair to do stuff.
Around the array are pretty riled up.
Because I keep seeing things that seem very far, and there's just no way to get there.
Real patrols probably don't help either.
Thank you very much. Confusion Major Fauna.
This will come in handy.
Yo, that's cool. So now we can confuse big things. Isn't that great? Oh my goodness.
Won't open.
Why is everything locked? I just wonder, like, because somebody's gonna fully complete this game. I wonder how all these other things are unlocked and all that stuff.
That could be trouble. Or maybe it could lend us a... Nice.
I definitely got to use Confuse more often. It's very useful to evening things out. I guess it's because it's spitting bioma. I wonder when I do that, can I like force push it or something, or when it does that? Poor guys. I like how one of them said, let us show it our superiority. How do you do? Yeah, that move. Bink, bink, bink. Ow. Bink, bink. Oh, wow. I could not see. He keeps doing that, and I want to figure it out, but at the same time, I keep messing it up.
The Empire is way out of their element here. Look at those.
There's a person over there. I'm glad I kind of came back here. Can I try to... I want to jump on it. Okay. Leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone. I'm just so curious. Like, I can't jump across that, but I feel like I can dash across it. See what I mean? There's gotta be a dash ability. It's gotta be. It's no different than like how you had to learn how to double jump before you could do certain things in the first game. Okay, we're gonna have to go under that. In most games, breaking these would bring me some sort of reward. Not this one, I suppose. I think even in... Yeah, okay, it was B. I was like, there's a button that allows you to go under. I tried to use the RB button, but that didn't work. I mean, the R3. Okay, so we're gonna go up. There we go. Go up again. All right. Just gotta take it slow. Yeah, I just gotta take it slow. Sometimes I'll be spazzing out. That's why I end up falling all the time.
Careful, BD. I don't know what else to say. Seer, I thought...
No, you didn't think. You perceived a threat and reacted.
If the Order had reacted faster, we'd still have a Republic. The Empire, the Haxian brood, half the galaxy wants us dead.
Yes. The odds are against us. But they will always be against us. Cal, you can't fight your way out of some situations.
I'm glad he used that force ability.
This isn't the time to fight.
Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a glide. Okay, maybe Cal's always had
Now this is more my speed.
maybe Cal's always had like his scars, I guess. Am I tripping? Do I not remember the scars in the first game? Whoa. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I hate that so much. Come on. Let's try this again. Oh, I can actually go up? No, I can't. Let's try this again. Let's take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. Thank you. Now we can deal with that guy. It's a shortcut here. I like how I was just talking about how I wonder how you do that, and then we find the exact shortcut right here.
An intruder?
Just as I planned. Some scout troopers up here.
We've got an intruder here.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, someone else take the lead. He's moving. Get back here.
Ow. I didn't expect that, really. Ow. Forget it. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, yes it does.
Don't get all the rewards for this. Stop everything.
Come here. Oof, definitely gotta be careful with some of this stuff. Could've died. Oh, so they're just all gonna be tame from here on out? Cause you love me. Wait. Gotta examine it first, you know? Gotta see what the game has to say about it.
This entire structure is the array. What's it for?
Hello. And goodbye.
Let's check it out.
Oh, that guy's literally stuck in there.
Only one way to find out.
Isn't that great? We can just walk through here and live.
Looks old. So you might want to take a look at this.
Oh, this is nothing to you? Okay.
Let's stop for a moment.
Sometimes I'll be like, let's top off, only just to
Let's keep
literally
going.
get hit like 5 seconds afterwards. Bro. Bink, bink. Honestly, let me switch to... Well, let me switch to my stances, actually, because dual-bladed is not seeming to be like the thing right now. But double-bladed is. Dealing with a lot of enemies and just all types of stuff. But the fact that Cal can use all these forms like semi-proficiently is pretty cool to me.
What are you doing here?
Ah,
I can't get an angle.
rest in pieces. All right, so let's do this one more time. Yep. Turn it around. Uh-oh.
That did the trick. Let's move.
I was gonna say, where did it go? I didn't see that. Always got to get the chest, man. It's an interesting grip. Oh, it can... Okay, so that's weird. We gotta pull it all the way back around. That's fine. See, that seems like the logical way to go, but I'm not doing that. Maybe if we could have like a mask or something that prevents us from getting dusted up. I don't know.
I wonder how long they were stuck in this stuff. Looks like that weird matter around here can take on various forms. Let's hope that tower at the top of the array has some answers.
Or that might actually be the shortcut it out, I guess, or something, so we'll wait. It's a lot of sleeping biomass. Biomass.
What's this? Got you. I'll move back down.
Hey, friend.
Let's fight together.
I'm gonna stop you.
You're telling me this thing just glitched out? Killed itself? Oh my goodness.
Not giving up. No more range troopers. This might be tough.
Ow. Ow. Pink. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Could have done better. What is this?
High Republic data disk. I bet Z would have some use for it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bioma's pretty useful. Thanks, buddy. Sort of. Not really. It kind of killed itself very quickly. By burial, I guess? Oh my goodness, imagine if I just did all that just to fall in there. But it would have reset anyway. I gotta do this quickly because this game acts like if you leave it for too long, then it resets.
Familiar tech. Same mechanisms powered Z's chamber. We're getting close.
Perfect.
There's those spy droids again. They're not the only ones interested in the array.
I guess really only a Jedi could get through this, so aren't we helping like Ravis or whatever his name is doing this?
Searched all over the array, buddy. This is our last stop. If the key to Tanalorr is real, it has to be here. And if not, maybe Z does have a screw loose.
I'm pretty sure that it's here. Pretty sure we're about to have a boss battle in a second. Maybe some guy with a lightsaber.
That seal looks familiar. This must be where Centauri Kree intended to send Z. The key to Tanalorr was sealed away. For centuries now. That did it. Sounds like the array is powering up. Here's some answers.
Welcome to Tanalorr.
It's beautiful.
Remind me not to let you name the next world we discover.
Give it time. You didn't like me much at first either.
Jury's still out. Hard to believe this paradise was hiding on just the other side of the abyss.
Come on. I want to show you something.
Renowned Jedi Knight DAGAN GERA offers to be my escort on an uncharted world. How could I refuse?
Without your guidance, I'd never have made it here in one piece.
Oh, careful now. Or someone might think you've learned humility. The Force is strong here.
It's just as I told you. We'll build the temple here.
Yes. My thoughts exactly.
that's simply wonderful.
Yes, it's perfect. I've seen the galaxy, Centauri, and there are many worlds that the light of the Jedi does not reach. I'm going to petition the High Council to train initiates here.
On Tanalorr. But it can be so challenging to access. What if something were to go wrong?
Our temple will be a bastion for the Order, here at the galactic frontier.
The Abyss blocks comm signals. We'll have to invite a member of the Jedi Council to visit in person.
They've been in there for hours.
Council members are not known for their hasty judgments. Especially Master Rancesis.
My duel with the Gendai didn't take this long.
You won in the end. Be patient.
Not one of my strong suits.
Well, if you're going to teach younglings, you had better learn. I have faith in you. So does the Council. Trust them to do the right thing. What's wrong?
Warn the others. We're under attack. You're not here. You're not supposed to be here. Release me. Please. Who are you? I saw you.
I'm Cal. Cal Kestis. And you must be DAGAN GERA.
Yes, I am. You are a Jedi?
Yes. But things have changed since you've been gone. A Sith Lord corrupted the Republic. Turned it into an empire. They destroyed the Order. They're hunting down those of us that are left. But you're here now. We can fight them together.
I am back. The Order is gone. I must return to Tanalor.
What happened there? How'd you end up here?
We were invaded. I held them at bay as long as I could, but there were too many. The battle was horrific. Still, we weren't beaten. Not yet. Not until the Jedi Council gave the order to abandon Tanalor and then refused to counterattack.
They gave up on it?
Yes. It was my discovery, my home, and they just expected me to throw it away?
Dagan, wait.
I refused to obey and was betrayed by the one I trusted most!
No, stop!
What have you done?
Yo, we finna fight this man already? It's crazy. This man has one arm. Holy my gosh, that's kind of fast.
Still green,
Bro, and then he's insulting. Bro, I'm trying to figure out who they were attacked by, because low-key, I thought he was just seeing a force vision of the Empire in the future. There we go.
Another!
Ow. This isn't too bad. I'm just kind of looking for his unblockables a little bit. I'm pretty positive that he's not going to die because he's too cool of a character for them to kind of just kill immediately. But I like how Cal saw immediately. He's just like, bro, you're corrupting your crystal. You're finna turn into a Sith.
You're scared. That wretched order grew rude the day they betrayed me and forsook Tanalor.
Oh, he don't even like the Jedi no more. That's crazy. Yeah, I was like, hold on, I need to get some. There we go.
Such a chore.
At least parrying him is not too bad. Ow.
I am screwed.
I like how I still ran into it though. Okay, so he can throw his lightsaber. He can do a lot of interesting things. Some of his unblockables are right.
You can't win.
Kid you not, I blocked that.
Meager.
Man, this dude is only a Jedi Knight. Like, I'm sitting here, he's acting like he's some Jedi Master like Terran Malicos was. Although he might be stronger, because the High Republic seemed kind of interesting.
I will not be imprisoned again. You dare stand against me?
Stop! I am not your enemy. We're all that's left. What happened to you?
Ah, Ravis. I should have known you would honor your oath.
Wait! key to Tanalor. Could Kree have meant Dagan? How could she entrust Tanalor to someone like him?
It makes sense that Ravis, like, knows him, because if I'm correct, the species that Ravis is like a very long-living species, kind of like Yoda's species, because Yoda used to be alive during the High Republic too, I think. That's pretty cool. I like how when he bled his crystal, it turned orange, pretty much, because it makes sense. Red, yellow, orange. Well then, I know, other times when they bleed crystals, it's just only red though, so who cares? Anyway, so let's get some skills. Let's see, what survival skills can we have? Improved survival skills, my health is increased. Teamwork. That's pretty interesting. Aerial assault. Yeah, let's get that one. I want to have a few more lightsaber skills. Yeah, there we go. That doesn't require force, and I can have a charge throw. I can throw my lightsaber. Well, now I know. Well, I can't do it yet, I bet, but I can do it eventually.
All set.
But Cal held his own, but apparently that dude was strong, though. He was kind of... It was a fair fight. And he had one arm. Imagine if he had two. Well, he's going to get two eventually, but we'll be strong enough to beat him up, so it doesn't matter. But okay, so him and Ravis are friends, though. Oh. Well, I'm just going to store this here while I deal with the issue at hand.
Enemy approaching. Take a blaster bolt. He's afraid of a real fight.
Oh, can they not reach me? Yes. Yes, they can, friend. I just like his leg just got cut off. Okay. So very interesting. He knows Ravis. That seems maybe a little problematic eventually, but we'll be fine. So I guess those are going to be the two main villains for the game. Sounds like fun. Old Republic or a High Republic Jedi and Ravis. I believe the High Republic is also when the Jedi Order was apparently stronger, I guess. So that should be interesting. I don't think there's anything else I want to explore or need to explore yet, or that I can explore. Where am I supposed to go? Now that I think about it. Yeah, I was like, I feel like I went the wrong direction for some reason. So I guess I can go this way? Somehow? Somewhere? Maybe go back up, per se? Cause I don't know, I was just like, I feel like this is wrong. Let me go get my stuff back. Yeah, he seemed pretty cool. He seemed like your usual, like... See, the thing about the Jedi Order, though, is that they always seem to be doing a terrible job. Because for one, nobody actually knows how to follow through on the Jedi Order's actual code. Which I think it's... I don't know the Jedi code because I'm not a Jedi, of course, amongst other things. If I was, that'd be interesting, I guess. I mean, using the Force, I think that'd be pretty cool. I suppose. But I feel like that'd be a super duper responsibility. So I'm basically a superhero. But you know, everybody's always getting corrupted from the Jedi Order. You know, like it just doesn't it make you think that maybe they're doing something wrong? Always messing stuff up. Always making like some of the most powerful Force users in the galaxy accidentally. Like Darth Vader. Cal's such a nice guy. He's like, oh, let me just help this guy out. But why did she wait? Why did she? Yeah, I agree with Cal. Why would she want to wake him up? He's not the best option. Okay, I'm so glad that like I got that right. There we go. I was like, why can I not get down? There we go. I'm so glad I got that right. Because imagine if I just messed that up.
Tanalor was supposed to bring us closer. But all it did was divide our order. The Council may have given up on you. But I know who you truly are, Dagan. Even if you yourself have forgotten.
No, does she have like a little crush on
I
him?
had such faith in him. I wish she never had to see him fall to the dark side.
This man Cal is just like, bro, that was so annoying. I like how he knew it. But he's dealt with so many Inquisitors, he probably just knew off rip exactly how the process goes.
Not a bad view, huh, buddy? Wonder if Grease and Boat fixed the Mantis by now.
Oh, it's a little updrift wind thing. That's pretty cool. Alright, finally made it to this side. There's some strange person here. Waiting for me. Maybe she's always been here. I have no idea. Where am I? This place looks mad familiar though.
You're new here, yeah?
That's right.
Got a place you should check out then. There's this guy, a real fishing enthusiast, putting around in a skiff at the base of the mountain. He's near an Imperial camp. Mind seeing if he's all right?
Yeah, no problem.
Much appreciated.
Okay, I'll check up on the fisherman. Where am I? This is me. It's my main objective. It's where I died. You telling me that I never picked up? Oh my gosh. You gotta check on the Mantis. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna end this episode here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys make sure you have a blessed day and know that Jesus loves you. I'll see you guys later.